Hey everybody, it's BONDofGAMES and welcome to my Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories. One of the least favorite Kingdom Hearts games in the entire series amongst most Kingdom Hearts fans. Now, I'll admit that in terms of ranking top to lowest, yeah, this one's pretty low, but it's definitely not the lowest. Cause this game is a card game. So yeah, I'm gonna play this on proud mode, just like in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. I'm gonna play the hardest difficulty for every single game, but the thing about Chain of Memories is that it's a sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, but a prequel to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. But this game technically came out after Kingdom Hearts 2 because it's a remake. The original was on the Game Boy Advance. So I played this on the Game Boy Advance, which is why I'm kind of biased in saying I like this game because I remember for what it was, but some people hated it even then. But without further ado, we're gonna get into this. I'll be speaking my opinion throughout the entire game. Whether you guys agree with it or disagree, let me know in the comments. Do you like this game? Do you dislike this game? Do you love this game? Do you hate this game? Or are you just somewhere in the middle and you have extremely mixed feelings? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys after this long intro and a bunch of intro cutscenes. So like 10 minutes from now.
Along the road ahead lies something you need. However, in order to claim it, you must lose something that is dear to you.
Hey, you think it's okay to barge in?
But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king.
The king? King Mickey's here?
Something just told me he'd be here, okay?
Really? 'Cause now that you mention it, I was kinda thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me too. One look at this castle, and I just knew. Our very best friends. They're here.
Yup, guess great minds think alike.
Wait, hey, hold on. It can't be just a coincidence.
Oh no, Jiminy. You don't mean that.
Yep, I had it too. I had the exact same feeling.
Gorge, maybe it's contagious.
No, something's screwy. We gotta go take a look.
All right,
Where are you going?
that way, to the door. Are you scared?
Don't be ridiculous. Come on, let's go, Goofy.
Hey, fellers, shouldn't we shut the door behind us before we go? Sora!
That's it. Who are you?
Yes. Oh, yeah? I'll try some magic. Thunder! Come on. Thunder! Thunder! Come on. Blizzard! Fire! Why isn't it working?
I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. In this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. That is the way in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
Here you will meet people that you have known in the past, and you will meet people you miss.
I miss? Riku! You mean Riku's here?
If what you want is to find him,
What'd you do?
I merely sampled your memories, and from them, I made this. To reunite with those you hold dear.
What's this? A card?
It is a promise for the reunion you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it a new world. Proceed, Sora. To lose and claim anew, or to claim anew only to lose.
Come on. Let's go.
And after probably the longest intro in all the Kingdom Hearts games before you get to actual gameplay. 10 minutes! Almost 10 minutes! It's ridiculous. But we got a card with the Traverse Town world on it. Now, this entire game is based around cards. The way you progress, the way you fight, everything has to do with cards. And also, Sora went through puberty overnight. Good job, Haley Joel Osment. But no, seriously, this game was released before Kingdom Hearts 2 on the Game Boy Advance. But after it was re-released, or remade rather, on the PlayStation 2, it was voice acted after Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So, this is what you get now. Also, this can't be right. Yeah, voice acting is only in Castle Oblivion itself, not within the worlds. But speaking of the worlds, we're in Traverse Town. What you see isn't real. This town is an illusion created by your memories ingrained in that card. My memories? Forget about that, Sora! We lost Donald and Goofy! Donald? Goofy? Guys, where are you? What did you do with them? They're at the mercy of the cards now. Master the cards, and their strength will be yours again. And the unknown person is teaching us how to play the game. I will have more comments about this at a later time. The laws of this castle require that your friends be transformed into cards. If you value your friends, you won't fail to pick them up. So, there we go. We just picked up a Donald card. And, I guess this is even... just wait. Cards you pick up are added to the top of your deck. Use them and your friends will come to your aid.
Donald!
And Donald will come out, use a couple spells, and then he'll leave. Different friends will do different things. The cards you use vanish, but they will reappear to aid you time and again. Cards are the hearts of your friends. Everything in this castle is ruled by the cards. Everything! Whether an enemy or a door confronts you, cards are the only way to proceed. Like I said. But you mustn't forget your own strength. So, dodge rolling is no longer an ability, it's more of just a natural thing that you do. Just like jumping. First, think for yourself, move, then use the cards. So, this whole thing is a tutorial that really doesn't let you do anything. It's literally teaching you the button controls. You now know how to use your strength, but it would be of no use if you lose sight of your opponent. I wonder if you can catch me. And R2 to lock on. Simple enough. Good. Every move you make causes a card to disappear. If you use up all your cards, you'll be unable to act. But there's a solution. Keep running out of cards, blah, blah, blah. So, oh, it won't even let us toggle through. See, I always forget this every time I start playing. Like, there are things that you physically cannot do until the game teaches you how to do it, even if you already know how to do it. So, whenever you run out of cards, just hold X, charge up the reload counter, and there you go, your cards will come back. The strength of the heart brought back the lost cards. You can recall spent cards anytime you need, only wish it, but each time you do, the cards will take long to return. So right now, you see that there's a 2 counter, so it'll take twice as long. The counter only goes up to 3 though, so it's not too bad. Anticipate the flow of battle, choose the most effective card. You may use any card in your deck. And then you just use L1 and R1 to shuffle through your deck left and right. 4 card types you use in battle are grouped into 2 wider categories. The first category includes attack cards, magic cards, and item cards. The second category consists entirely of enemy cards. To use cards from a different category. Oh, it's the touchpad now? Oh, that's awkward. Okay, so it used to be select, but now that button is share, so it's the giant touchpad in the middle, since I'm playing this on the PS4 remastered version. Cards will empower you, whether you're attacking or defending. So, I'll try to skip through the rest of this, because I can explain everything faster than the characters can themselves. But it's not too complicated, but it is a weird learning curve to jump into. Are you two alright? Where have you been? You tell us! When you opened the door, we saw a strange light, and the rest is just blank. Alright, Jiminy, we see you. Gee, that doesn't help. Try to remember what happened. I have to keep my journal up to date. Oh yeah, it's all about Jiminy's journal. Hey, Donald, where'd we get the new clothes? What? Me too, Goofy. Oh, where'd I get the new clothes? Whatever. Somebody's been messing with our clothes. Could it be the cards again? That is for you to ponder. It's not really the cards, it's just a thing. It just happened. Master the cards and make your way through the castle, but from here you walk alone. Alone? We can't let Sora go alone. Yeah, Sora can't do anything without our help. Gee, thanks. Oh no, I didn't beat Hercules by myself. I didn't beat Hades, Lord of the Dead. I didn't beat Ansem twice. You sure you'll be okay? Of course. You want me to go alone? Fine, I can take care of myself. The hero speaks boldly. Go then. The rest of the Castle Oblivion awaits. Walk the avenues of latent memory and you shall meet someone dear to you. I've got a bad feeling about this. Relax, Jiminy. I'm ready for any tricks he's got up his sleeve. How hard can it be to figure out these cards? All I have to do is use one in front of that door over there. That's pretty much it. But not that simple in reality because more tutorials are about to happen. Yay! That is why this episode is just simply titled Intro and Tutorials, because there's a lot of them. We're not going to get to any main gameplay in this episode just simply because of how long it takes. So, first thing I'll mention is that all these barrels and boxes everywhere, strike them. We just got a Blizzard card, which is probably one of the best cards we've already got. It's obviously a freebie, but there you go. So I'm gonna ignore that for the time being, go around and hit everything and see if I actually get anything. Okay, 1 HP. Okay, there we go. So those are Moogle points. We'll get more into those later, but basically that's how you buy more cards in this game. So there's no synthesis like in Kingdom Hearts 1 with the Moogles. You just open up Moogle rooms and then you buy cards from them. It's simple as that. Touching a Heartless on the field starts a battle, but you can strike the Heartless first to gain an upper hand. So hitting them with objects, striking them with the Keyblade, you can stun them and take some HP from them right before the fight. But we're no longer in the overworld. We're actually in a battlefield. So when you fight Heartless in this game, you start off in the overworld like normal, but you get boxed off in this little arena. Are you serious? I hate these guys. Alright, and I also want to get some ground rules out of the way as far as how to use the cards, but I'll worry about that more in another fight. Basically, for now, it should be easy enough to just keep hacking and slashing. You'll win. To open doors in the field, press triangle in front of the door. And now we're going to use a card that we already had by default. To proceed to the next room, you need a map card. Map cards are used to synthesize new unexplored rooms. First, select the map card you want to use. Now, even though you may want to use this one on the left, they're going to make you choose the one leveled 1. So, 0 cards marked 0 are special cards which meet most criteria. The card without a marked value is a key card. Key cards are only used at special doors. So there you go, that's the basics. Play a value card that's higher than the one displayed, and you can proceed. Now, the swirling crystal in front is the same point, it's the same thing from Kingdom Hearts 1. The only difference is we have to use a card like the one that we just used in order to get a save point. Other than that, the only way to get a save point is to go to each floor, which basically, we're advancing through Castle Oblivion. Spoilers. Once we're done with Traverse Town and we move on, then there will be a save point in between visiting each world. So, in order to go to the next room, we have to play a level 2 or higher. And now when we get to this room, I'm going to show off how the next room would work. But there are 2 alternate rooms that you can go to. Number 1 is the main door, where we need to meet some kind of criteria. They're specified throughout the entire game, so no door will have a different amount. You're going to need the exact same number and then the same key card to get through. So we can't get through here yet because we don't have any other cards besides the key of the beginnings. But if we want to go over here, this room door is a 3. Now the reason why this is specifically a 3 is because the card that we used to get to the last door was a 2. So basically it's gonna raise by 1 level every single time until you use a 0 and reset the whole thing and then go from 0 all the way up to 9. So that's basically how that works. And just like I said before, strike the Heartless first and you'll be able to start swinging at him without taking any kind of damage. You'll normally beat him in 1 combo. And there's just a bunch of ways to fight. Now, the way I normally fight is when I'm facing standard Heartless like this, anytime I pick up friend cards, I stack them like I just did. To do that, all you have to do is hit triangle. But different kind of combos will do different things. For example, you saw when I used Goofy before, he just used a Goofy Tornado and spun in a circle. If you put a Goofy card with an attack card, normally he'll attack an enemy and make them go in the air, and you'll be able to attack them straight back down. Unfortunately, he missed the target that he was locked onto, so that messed everything up. I think if I wasn't locked on, there wouldn't have been a problem. Now, the problem with fighting in an entire card game is that you have to be strategic. You have to know when to play the right card at the right time. That's literally all it is. Now, before I get into any more of that, you can raise Sora's HP so that you can take more hits before you die. You raise your CP so that you can add more or more powerful cards to your deck. Or you can unlock new slights, and basically each slight is unlocked in a specific order. So throughout the entire game, I'm going to be unlocking slights first and then CP. And here you can see all you need to do is add 3 Keyblade cards of the same type, value 10 to 15, and you'll do a sliding dash. Now, there's a lot of slights in the game, and there's a lot of good ones in the game. Unfortunately, a lot of the beginning ones I don't find too useful. Now, that was actually really fast, so alright. But as you can see, we're getting different kinds of cards to go into different kinds of rooms. So, oh wow, I still don't have one to go to the next room. Well, I mean, I can use the 0, but I was trying to go for a higher level. But anyway, now that I'm in this room, you can see I need a 3 or higher plus another key card that we don't even have yet. Then if you go over here, it's only a 1 because we just used a 0. So that's basically how all this works. It's very simple. And depending on which cards you pick up on the field, that can determine which ones are better to use. You will not have the same cards as me throughout the game. I'm gonna say that right now. So if you're trying to use me as a step-by-step guide for any reason, doesn't work that way. You might get much better world cards, you might get much worse world cards. It's all luck. Now, the room that I just played is a sleeping Heartless room. So literally all of the Heartless are gonna be stunned or sleeping before the actual fight starts. So definitely something to look forward to is strategically placing your cards so that you can manipulate the rooms to your liking. Because as you can see, even though we're in Traverse Town, or the scenery at least looks like Traverse Town, this isn't quite Traverse Town. Everything's not laid out the same in any way, shape, or form. But, oh, wait, okay. And also, if you want to cancel the slight that you've put up at the top left with triangle, just press L2 and everything will come back down. But what I want to do here is I want to do Goofy, Donald, and then one of my attack cards. And now I got Wild Crush. So that also shows that you need to put cards in a certain order if you want to use certain moves. If I had done if I had done Donald, Goofy, and then an attack card, it would have let Donald attack first, and then I would have tried to use Goofy Smash. So you gotta be careful with that. Now, throughout this entire game, even though some people may not like it based on my last LP of this game, I'm going to be increasing only CP and slights for 2 reasons. One, if you play your cards right, literally, you can go through the entire game without getting hit. If you mess up, that's on you. Like right there, I'm being dumb and playing low-level cards. That's my fault that I got hit. Now, oh, Goofy Smash, here we go. Actually, I'm gonna unlock. Oh, okay, it auto-locked for some reason. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and then I missed with the slide and dash. Go me. But, anyway. Yeah, if I start taking damage and losing fights, it's because I played the wrong card at the wrong time. I messed up. Because it's not like the other Kingdom Hearts games where you gotta rely on abilities or unlockable skills or anything. It's all determined by the cards. So, hypothetically speaking, you could do this entire thing at level 1 with the same cards that you started off with, but it'd be very tedious and you wouldn't have too much fun doing it. I recommend raising your health if dying is actually a problem for you. But for me, it means, hey, you messed up, get good. That's how I look at this game. I am one of very few people who look at it that way. But that's how I look at it, and that's how it's gonna be. Now, something I didn't quite explain yet is when the enemies play cards and you play a card that's higher than theirs, you break it, like that. But if you play one at the same level, both of you just stop in your tracks and neither one of you does anything. Now, if you press 0 after they attack, perfect. That showed exactly what I needed to show. Oh, jeez. If you use a 0 card after your opponent, you will break their card. If you play a 0 and then they play any card, they'll break your 0. So a 0 is your trump card and your worst enemy at the same time. You gotta be very careful while you're using it. And what I was thinking about earlier is when Donald became the first card that you got, I find it funny because it wasn't quite as relevant of a comment that I made back in, 2013 or whenever the first LP was for this game that I did when 1.5 came out. But a 0 Donald card is a Donald Trump card. Don't hate me! Don't hate me! Don't hate me! I thought it was funny back then, but it's a different time now for obvious reasons, and it doesn't mean the same thing anymore. And the worst part, Donald is a green card. I hate everything! Oh man, anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can open this last, well, duh, of course I can open the last door. I use a freaking 0 to get in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and open every door in the world. And then I'm gonna end things off because this is basically it. Once you get to the last room, just any green card and then the final key card. And then that's the world. If you press the touchpad or select if you're playing the PS3 version or PS2 version for that matter, you can look at the entire map and see what card combos you need to get into each room. And you can tell which ones are accessible or not accessible by going in different areas. So, for whatever reason, we cannot get into these 3. That will be explained later. But for now, all 3 of the main keys are, all the main rooms are, did I really get another potion? I'm lucking out at the beginning of this game. Hold up. All right, let me go all the way back to the save point. Cause, bruh, I'm lucking out right now. Hold up. I wanna go to my deck. And you can see on the top right corner, underneath deck 1 where it says ready, you have CP. We have 223 out of 325. If we want to add this potion, that's going to cost 39 points. But I'm going to just put that at the end anyway. And you know what? Let's add this blizzard right here because that's really good. Now the cure I'll put in here for now just because we can fit it, but that's definitely going to be replaced at some point. And also with my level up system and not increasing my HP ever, I won't need anything higher than Cura. And in order to do different magical upgrades, you're not going to upgrade them throughout the game like you did in Kingdom Hearts 1. What you're going to do is just stack them together like you would a Slight. So 2 cures in a row is a Cura, 3 is a Curaga. And that's the same for every spell in the game. Now, we're about half an hour, actually more than half an hour into this episode. So next time, we're gonna finish the rest of Traverse Town and find out what the heck is going on. And we gonna have some fun, or at least I will. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed. Thank you to all my patrons over on Patreon for supporting me, helping me do what I do. I love you. I love everyone who's watching. You make it just incredibly fun to do this for my living, basically. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. Bye-bye.